Hi guys, welcome to today's reading. This is going to be a members premiere and then it's going to go public to the rest of the subscribers. Just going to do that this time simply because I wasn't able to do a public reading and a members reading this week, so I figured we'd do both. So this is going to be a lighthearted topic today because that's what I'm feeling like we need energetically, collectively. So we've got the three groups that you see here before you. I actually pulled these cards a couple of days ago and they've been sitting on my desk for a while. I wasn't sure if they were going to be for me or for a collective reading on my other channel, or if they were going to be used for a pick a card. Turns out it's a pick a card. So we've got group number 1, the Valley, group number 2, the Arrow, and group number 3 is Grapes. If you feel called to more than one reading, more than one message, more than one card, that's perfectly fine. Just follow your intuition, allow it to guide you through the messages and what resonates from within them. The timestamps are below. The chapter notes will also take you ahead to your chosen reading or readings, and we'll see you there. All right, hi group number 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to, or you chose the Valley card, and it says deep personal strength and peace that assures success. And as I pulled this card in the intro, I was mentioning how I pulled it a couple of days ago and it's just kind of been sitting on my desk. Well, I did see, since I pulled this card out, several other synchronicities and references to the word Valley. And when I came back, I rechecked what it said down here, and that felt especially important. Okay, we're getting right into the reading. I'm hearing the word provisions, and provided for. So they're showing me like a Dropbox, or in video games, this would be like an airdrop where you would get something kind of dropped into your vicinity that you need, whether it's health gear or other resources, food, water, weapons, depending on the game. So there's something about like you've been walking through this valley. It could even be a literal valley, but metaphorically speaking, walking through this valley and not necessarily having had the provisions before, but now they're being provided in some way. And this is contributing to or leading to success. Okay, so where would you like me to go, Spirit? Okay. Feeling the energy oracle. These ones have been calling me for the past couple of months. I've been using them a lot in the readings, and I do take note of what decks seem to be front and center because I do have a lot of them. And this one seems to be highlighted. Okay, so what does group number 1 need to know about the success as they walk through the valley and these provisions toward their success are being provided? Man holding a heart. Okay, I heard compassionate gift. I'm hearing the word orientation. And they're showing me somebody being repositioned. It's almost like if you see this quote unquote airdrop. Now it's interesting that I'm using that terminology because in video game context, that's something coming from above that has these provisions, but in the spiritual context, it could mean the same thing. It's coming from above. It's coming from higher dimensions. It's coming from this higher truth or higher love, a higher source. In technological context, an airdrop is when you are able, what is it again? You're able to send pictures or downloads or files directly to another phone. So maybe there's even like a telepathic link and you're being redirected towards someone in the valley. I was just going to say it feels like crown chakra, like coming from above. And here we have 7th chakra, crown chakra, Archangel Uriel. So there is something that you are being provided. And it does feel like it's a download of some kind. So you could be getting some spiritual downloads. You could be getting some awakening, some intuitive hits that redirect you towards this position that you're meant to be in. And I feel like you're going to get this very strongly, group number 1. So pay attention to your intuition. I've also been seeing a lot of references and synchronicities to the word instinct lately, I've noticed. So your instinct, your intuition, these like sort of driving impulses or motivations from within you that seem to be repositioning you, like, hey, look over here. Hey, look over there. Go in this direction. There's something about that that's going to provide resources for you. We have the Magician and the Mirror. Okay, I heard the word sanctity. I feel like these provisions somehow are going to lead you to figure out something about yourself. It's like you're going to find a new angle or a new lens through which you're able to perceive the world around you. And by doing so, you understand yourself at a deeper level. There's a certain level of playfulness that I'm also getting from this, like not, I want to use the word games, but not games in a negative sort of like toxic relationship context. I mean specifically games as in playfulness and fun. And I'm hearing the words self-discovery. So it's like a game for you to discover yourself, and it could come through connection with other people because other people are mirroring things that you are understanding more deeply about yourself. And these spiritual insights that you're gaining through these interactions is going to be really highlighted. Door to romance. Okay, so since you have man holding a heart and door to romance, this could most certainly come through the context of relationships, specifically romantic relationships. The magician in the mirror can also talk about yin and yang. In this, he's got fire and ice, but it's like fire and water. Masculine, feminine polarity. Not necessarily gender, it's just about polarity. And the expression of that feels playful to me. Energetically, when I'm tuning into this energy, intuitively, what I'm feeling is this sense of playfulness. Like, how can we work with this in new creative ways? Or how can we identify with ourselves as an external self in a way that allows us to open up to these intuitive hits or to this self-recognition? Because that's really what I'm getting here, is self-recognition strongly. Okay, I'm going to take those and then we'll move to another deck. 555, as I just looked up at the time. Door to personal healing and happiness. I keep hearing the word provisions and provided for. This is the context. Spirit just said this is the context. The door to personal healing and happiness. Man holding a coin. So you've got two masculine polarity energies here holding something, holding a heart, holding a coin. And this is, again, it's provisions. There's something that's being provided. If this is not literally being provided through another person, through somebody who holds this masculine energy, this could be you gaining these provisions through these spiritual downloads and knowing what to do with them, because masculine polarity is about doing. Okay. Healer of the ages. You know what's interesting is that I've never noticed, but just really stood out to me in that instant there, was the fact that these almost look like the same person. I know there's some differences in facial features, but they almost looked like the same person to me there for a second, just at different points in their life. Again, I feel like self-discovery and self-awareness are a huge part of this movement through the valley, this walk through the valley. Sacred. Yeah, the temple path. Very, very sacred. So there's something about this game that you're playing with yourself, group number one, that is leading you to a destination that is ultimately not actually a destination itself. It's just leading you through this experience of life that gives you a mirrored reflection of yourself in a way that allows you to open up new layers of what that actually means, who you actually are, who you're developing into, what you want to become, and the provisions you need to be able to do that. And I'm hearing proud of yourself, or that's not what I heard. I heard pride in myself. And then I interpreted that as you feeling proud of yourself, but I'll report it exactly as it comes through because there could be personal context that differs from my interpretation. Okay, I'm feeling the tea leaves, so let's get those. I just heard sacred realization, and they're pointing me to the temple path and the seventh chakra. Sacred realization. And seventh chakra does have the connection to claircognizance. It is the ability to just receive these big downloads of information. Okay, I'm going to pay attention to where this landed. It's on Healer of the Ages. Let's see. Door. Isn't that interesting? Because you have door to personal healing and happiness, and now you have door, and it says opportunities are waiting for you. Doors are entryways and portals. This could be a door to the unknown that allows you to explore yourself and to receive the provisions. I almost wanted to say precision. This feels tactical in a way. It does, but it's connected to healing and self-realization, but it feels like this was part of the strategy, or this was part of the plan. And the opportunity here is for you to heal. Now, that healing... Now, what is that healing? Let me just ask that. It's a door to healing, a door to happiness. Healing through happiness is kind of what I'm getting here. And this is part of your soul's sacred recognition of itself. Yes. So the healing is in your ability to recognize yourself, but not just the you that you think of yourself as, not just you now. It's you throughout time. That's what this feels like, or throughout dimensions. Okay, we have Jug, lighthearted, carefree time. Happiness, lightheartedness. The heart seems to be significant. Having a light heart, a heart filled with light, not weighed down by the burdens of pain or the obligations of stress. This feels very much like a door to freedom. And in that freedom is awareness of self, and in that awareness of self is healing. And it most likely, most certainly will come in connection to someone else. I just saw the 1111 coding as I was saying that. So there will be a mirror. I mean, the whole world is a mirror. Everyone is a mirror. But this could be with someone specific as well. You could be walking through a doorway with them. Haystack, karma, you will reap what you have sown. Oh, I just heard from Spirit. In the valley there lays a treasure. In the valley there lays a treasure. Hidden in the haystack far below. Look out, above it rains. They said it rains. Running through, running to, welcome home. Hidden heart or hearth, I can't tell what they said. Hidden hearth, it sounds like. And they are showing me a trajectory. Okay. So that was a lot, but they're basically, what I'm taking from that is that there's a treasure in this valley that you walk through. Wedge. No, they said put it back in. Sorry, I just grabbed that. I wasn't really feeling it. I just grabbed it because I was curious. Yeah, we'll take those. Problems to be resolved. A period of ill health or depression. I'm hearing healing, 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 healing. Healing hands could be significant here as well. June. And marriage. Okay, marriage. So there is some kind of a contract involved here, or a convening of the souls after a period or during a period of issues, or I'm hearing pain in the heart. So there was some kind of pain in the heart, not literally, most likely. This is emotional is what it feels like to me. But as anybody who knows, emotional damage can lead to physical dis-ease. So they are connected. I'm really being drawn to the heart with the keyhole in the center. So it feels like there's the key to open the door here. Could be through marriage, through a commitment, or through a community of some kind that provides this sense of healing and support in whatever arenas of life are needed here, whether it's secure financial, the provisions literally, or the emotional resources needed to be able to traverse out of the valley of pain, shame, or suffering into this doorway and through the doorway of personal healing and happiness as part of a sacred commitment to yourself. So this does feel like a sacred marriage, but it like I keep saying, and I talk about this a lot in my readings, this is more of an inner marriage. It's more of the sacred union within the self, though that can be mirrored on the outside, as the mirror and the magician is talking about there as well. Okay, I'm feeling some tarot now. Let's clarify each of the cards. So clarification on the man holding a heart. Who or why is the man holding a heart here? And what does group number 1 need to know about it? The world. I heard the world is your oyster. The world is your oyster, and somebody may be opening you to that, or showing that to you, or mirroring or reflecting it back to you in that way. Like they want to give you the world. They think you deserve the world. And this is actually you showing yourself this. The pineapple in the background with the little picnic basket there, and the cocktail seems significant, feels like a period of, again, being provided for in some way, or having these provisions, these necessary assets. I'm hearing necessary assets provided to help you to get comfortable in this new world that you're stepping into. Because as you step into a new energetic frequency, as you do this healing work, both at the spiritual level and the physical, because they're not separate. Although I did just hear something about disconnected, and this could have been what resulted in, or what has contributed to, periods of ill health or depression, if that's been the case. Disconnected from self, disconnected from other, same thing. So as you do this healing work, as you become lighter, literally more lighthearted, the opportunity to move outside of that world of limitation, I'm hearing the door beckons, the door is inviting you. So the door opens up and you're able to receive what you need spiritually to be able to walk through it. So let's clarify that crown chakra, Archangel Uriel, you have justice, which is very apropos with the haystack, because both of these are talking about reaping what you've sown. And a light heart is equal. It on the scales of balance, it's equal, but I'm also seeing light and dark being masculine, feminine polarity being equal, being balanced, and this resulting in fair exchange when it comes to karma, which is just cause and effect. The cause equal to the effect. So I feel very strongly here, group number 1, that the support you're getting is a clarity or an awareness of these higher spiritual laws and how to work with this mirror effect or law of attraction, or, well, there's multiple spiritual laws, law of unity, law of oneness, cause and effect, karma, that's part of it. I just heard something about the law of ill health. What do you mean by that, Spirit? Because they're pointing me here again. To balance, to repair, they said. To balance, to repair. And something about this, what would you even call that? The handle that she has here connected to the scales feels like a key. That's what I'm being shown, is it looks like a key. So there's something about this, like maybe it's the middle path or the fulcrum point, or the balance point in between these two polarities that you're able to find harmony in, or the provisions come through in a state of heightened awareness, and You're able to see beyond the veil or beyond the shadow or beyond the duality. And in doing so, balance or harmonize, and then to break the seal. I just heard something about breaking the seal on the door that was preventing access through the heart realm or through this heart path or portal to the resolving of these issues or problems, to the healing, and of course, subsequently, to the personal healing and happiness. Yeah, I just heard self-healers. So the justice is in the balancing. It's in the balancing. Not necessarily righting of wrongs, but this balancing effect. Okay, we have 10 of Pentacles, clarifying the Magician in the mirror. Wow. And you know what the 10 of Pentacles often represents is generational wealth. And I did mention that for the first time ever, the Healer of the Ages looked like a younger version of this Magician and the mirror. And in the 10 of Pentacles, often you see generations displayed here. So there's the grandfather, the son, and then the grandchild, different generations. They all look similar, but they're at different stages of life. So there's definitely something about that. And June being highlighted here could somehow be significant. I'm not really sure how. I just heard 10th month. What is the 10th month? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October. October is the 10th month. Isn't that weird? Shouldn't that be the 8th month? October. Something about June and October could be significant in regard to generational healing, generational wealth, legacy, the karma that's been passed down, this portal to healing, this opening of potential when it comes to the world that you are existing within, what you think is possible, some kind of limitations abated or eased, and possibly the connection here in this love or romance contract. Okay, let's look at door to romance. Knight of Wands. Okay, well, yeah, the Knight of Wands can indicate emotional, well, not even emotional, passionate. It's more so passionate intensity, intimacy, a fiery disposition, someone coming in hot. I'm actually hearing the word eros, which in Greek is passionate sexual love. Okay, so that makes sense. And the Roman equivalent would be Cupid. So there could be a striking of the heart, or there could have been already, and there's an elevation of that relationship from one that is more physical to one that's more heart-based, or I'm hearing the magic within it. Something about 2 dragons and 2 doors. I mean, there is 2 doors here, but I feel like they lead to the same place, like 2 doors that lead into the same room, the same house. Separate halves, same whole. I heard that. So it does feel very much like yin yang. Okay, let's look at door to personal healing and happiness. We have the 4 of Cups. Relief of boredom leading to a lighthearted, carefree time. Feels like play, putting work to the side. I'm seeing the hammers on the wall, all, displayed and up like that. It feels like putting work to the side temporarily due to, I don't know, like creative block or feeling unenthused about what you were previously doing. So this door to personal healing and happiness seems to come either despite boredom or because of it, because sometimes boredom can lead to innovation. It can lead to problem solving, something. Yeah, I see the keys on the wall there too. So it feels like there's a solving of the problem. The key to the door is provided. Something is made real. I just heard something made real. Clarifying man holding a coin, we have the Star. I heard a realization to soothe you. A realization to soothe you. Something about recouping losses, and this could be physical, emotional, recouping losses. I also just heard what you had is returned. So if you perceive that you lost something, it's returned to you. And I'm hearing becoming whole. She's energetically grounding energy and taking it in from above. So yes, seventh chakra, bringing downloads in and then anchoring or grounding them, very significant. And being the conduit for that, which the Magician in the Mirror suggests and the Healer of the Ages also suggests, is what creates this hope or this healing after a period or during a period of depression. I just heard sky high altitude. So I don't know how that's connected, but I just heard that. And then we have Wheel of Fortune, clarifying the Healer of the Ages. Something about time is definitely significant here because the Wheel of Fortune talks about time. It's the number 10, and then you had the 10 of Pentacles, which is over a long period of time that wealth is built or generational legacy is handed down. Also number 10. So 1010 could be significant, or that 10th month, like I mentioned, or well, like Spirit mentioned, could be significant as well. What is June? January, February, March, April, May, June. 6th. 610? Yeah, something about an upward trajectory and the progression or heightening of something over time. It's connected to personal healing and happiness, to success, and to the longevity of that. Okay, here we go. Yes, the longevity of that. And knowing yourself through time is kind of what this feels like. All versions of self are connected, I just heard. Okay, let's look at the temple path. You have the Knight of Swords. Now, interesting again that the two knights are coming up on top of each other, Knight of Wands and Knight of Swords. And these are two of the fastest moving energies in the deck, and certainly the fastest knights in the deck. But the temple path usually, when I see that card or that I connect to that temple path energy, it's normally slow, it's slow moving, or it's paced specifically to assist the soul in its own personal style of development. So it might be different from person to person, but there's definitely something that happens quickly here, or communication that occurs around potentially marriage, commitment, this sacred union, and 10 of Cups on the bottom. Wow. Talk about personal healing and happiness. Talk about community, legacy. Again, there's that picnic basket really standing out to me. So these provisions that are dropping down and being provided to you, group number 1. And it could come through family, community, communion. Page of Swords. Something about intellect is definitely part of this. Air signs could be significant as well. Libra. Just saying that because of justice. But Libra also rules relationships, harmony, balance. I'm hearing the word understanding. 8 of Wands, that's really cool too, because when I was mentioning the knights and the fastest moving energies in the deck, I also saw in my mind the 8 of Wands, which is the other non-court card fastest moving energy in the deck. So something is happening really quickly. Something may sweep you off your feet. I was getting that from these two knights as well, and that 8 of Wands talks about it too. So sweeping you off your feet, and it feels like a reposition or a redirection towards this better health, towards this spiritual path. It's in alignment with you. It may be a big change in your life that occurs potentially between June and October, or this could be okay, I just heard energetic timestamp. Ooh, interesting. Energetic timestamp. Something about blueprints, and they're showing me like pictures in time. June and I wanted to say July as well. I meant to say October. June, July, October could be significant points in this blueprint energetically. getting yourself back into flow again, or moving through the doorway to personal healing and happiness after a period of dissatisfaction, boredom, ill health, depression, fatigue, things not moving. It starts to move quickly, and you shift frequency-wise up into this higher trajectory. It could be timeline, could be an entirely new world that you're creating for yourself as a result of the balancing. Something about the balancing of these affairs, the balancing of these spiritual mindsets. I'm hearing, okay, something about spiritual mindsets. And I'm being shown something that set you back, actually setting you forward, or something that strategically you set in place, finally being, for lack of a better word, manifestable. It's almost like your soul set this up previously, and now it's able to be implemented in some way. Again, it's like these provisions are dropping into your reality because you set it up to be at that point in time, if we're looking at that in terms of location, at that specific, I'm hearing set, at that specific set, or a set point. Okay. Anything else you want to say here to group number? Yeah. Okay. One sec. I just got called to the Astro Dice, so we'll look at that as well for you, group number 1. I knew Libra was significant. I mentioned it for a reason. Here we have Libra. Moon, emotions, I keep hearing intellect, which is not normally what the moon represents, but there's something about the intellect. Maybe this is like a deeper spiritual or emotional intellect that you're tapping into around relationships, harmony, balance, time, progression, resources, pathways that lead to your success and happiness, which is a very personal thing, and it's about self-discovery. And then we have the 6th house. Okay, 6th house can have to do with physical healing because it's connected to your habits, your routines, your daily work, the people that are involved in your immediate community or work environment, colleagues, coworkers. I'm hearing collaborators. Okay, so there is definitely an air, air signs again being significant, an air of collaboration here that's supportive to providing the, whatever it is, physical, spiritual, energetic provisions or resources that are going to help you to do this internal work. And I'm hearing to see the mirror clearly, and that balances the scales, leading to learning. Oh, I meant to say long-term success. It came out of my mouth as learning. So this is, and that's the whole point of karma, isn't it? It's for us to learn at soul level. This is how we grow. This is how we mature. And that's what I was seeing with the maturity from younger to older, through time, through experience. And then the rewards of that coming into being. Look at the grapes there. Coming from above. Okay. I think I'll leave it there. Group number 1. Hope this was helpful. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you so much to the members who get the exclusive first access to this video and the weekly readings, monthly live streams for Soul Family. Thank you for supporting my work here on the channel. All of your donations, your memberships, your tithes, your contributions or donations of decks or other things from my Amazon wish list or through PayPal or through GoFundMe are all deeply, deeply appreciated. You guys help me to keep doing this work. Thank you for that. Thank you. If you don't have the capacity to give in such a way, then the best way that you can support my work, if you would like to do so, is simply to watch the readings. The longer the watch time, the better. It gets these readings out to the people who may need them and who they're meant to be in the hands of. And energetically, you can also support through positive thoughts. Yes, you can certainly like the video, but I would encourage positive thinking, not just towards me in the readings, but just in general. If you can do one kindness, think kindly, think positively. Your thoughts have power. Something about that mind and that mental state is so significant here, group number 1. If you're still here, this message is very much specifically for you. I love you so much. I hope this reading is helpful, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 2. Welcome to your reading. Oh, right away, I'm getting a pitch change in my left ear. So that's significant. It's a shift. Left ear, I usually associate with the application of something that was previously received in terms of a spiritual upgrade, download, or integration of higher level okay, yeah, I was trying to say information, and it's wanting to come out of my mouth as integration. So there's something that's being integrated or has been integrated, and it's connected to this arrow energy. So it says you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. So some information, the arrow reminds me of information. I keep hearing the word integration. Every time I try to say a different word, it wants to come out. Integration, integration, integration. And application, because the arrow flies through the air and is directed through the integration of stability to be able to aim correctly and to release and to use that force to direct your will. So there's something here about you being able to apply pressure in the right areas. I'm actually seeing pressure points on the body now all of a sudden, and it's like acupuncture or like a masseuse pressing on a particular release point. I'm hearing release valve. So there's something about this direction that you're going in that's very much aligned with you, and it's helping you to realize something or to release something and to integrate what needs to be integrated and apply that to your path. Okay, that's a lot coming through just from that one card. So let's dive a little deeper into your reading. I actually feel the Angels of Atlantis deck calling you, group number 2. So let's get into that. Liberation and romance could be significant. All right, what does group number 2 need to know here in regard to this path that they are on? For example, what area of life is it that they are moving in the right direction? I'm hearing the word ascension. There's definitely an energy here of moving forward for you, group number 2. Moving forward and moving upward. Okay, let's see. Planetary cycles. Enchantment. Sandalphon twice here. Evolution. And both of these kind of look like, again, there's this alignment of forces. In this one, it's the planets, and this one also reminds me of the planets, but it's like a straight shot, a straight line, which is exactly what the arrow, that's the path the arrow follows. So there's definitely something about the alignment here. In terms of your higher evolution. Okay, look at that. Holy crap. Sandalphon, Michael, Sandalphon, Michael. Sandalphon twice, Michael twice, but in that pattern, very, very significant. He here talking about patience. And I'm filming this during the Lionsgate portal. It's actually literally August 8th right now. And the full moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is tomorrow. But look at the 3 pyramids here, and even this energy like that, it feels very much like the stars aligning, and I keep hearing trajectory ascending. So this path is very much connected to your ascension here on Earth, group number 2. And you do have to have patience with evolution, because there are certain planetary cycles that are involved in that, and they can only really progress through time. But it feels like something that you've shot out in terms of attention or intention, and the integration or application of that. I'm hearing through use of free will is creating some kind of, or is in alignment with higher will or higher attention, higher alignment. Now, this enchantment card's really sticking out to me, but let me see what else we have here before I talk about that. Raphael, empathy. The lotus standing out to me. Emeralds, green. Raziel, intuition. Okay. Yeah. Let me see what else. I'll fix the cards in a second. Haniel Hope. Okay. Gabriel Balance. This one's kind of an extra. Michael, again, transmutation. So you have Archangel Michael 3 times. Seems to be the most prominent energy. So let me just fix these cards and tune into what's going on here. Okay, so I'm getting a message about achievement of greater balance due to alignment. So this alignment, not just of the planets or of whatever else is going on here, but of your own will, your own free will being aligned with the divine will or being aligned with this planetary will. There's a straight path here, very straight path. And because of that, the efficiency is increased. Now, I'm hearing many things occurring at once, and the transmutation energy is standing out to me. So in that energy of transmutation, there could be multiple things that you are transmuting at once, and it's allowing this alignment to occur because anything that was slightly off is being re-centered or refocused. And so the point of view being consistently re-centered like that, and the energy being directed in an integrated and willful path, it feels like, I'm trying to think of a better word for it, group number 2, but all that's coming to mind is alignment. Like it feels like alignment. Alignment with goal, alignment with intention, alignment with the divine will, alignment with these planetary cycles, alignment with, I just heard personal fruitfulness. Alignment with your own evolution, with the evolution of the cosmos, with the balance of nature and man. There's kind of just every layer of the cake is accounted for in this. That's what I'm getting very strongly here at group 2. Oh, we are going to go. Okay. We're going to get some channeled message cards or some keyword cards. All right. What does group number 2 need to know here about this alignment? Why have they been drawn to this reading? Money-minded? Writing. Okay, well, we do have Gabriel here who can be connected to writing. This could even be about relaying a message. And I would correct this. I would say it's not so, like I would cross out the word money and I would pray. I didn't mean to say pray. I would replace it with the word prosperity. Prosperity minded, not necessarily money minded. Money is one form of prosperity, but yeah, I'm just being called to say that. We have regal. Oh, I heard regal order. Regal order, something about the unicorn. Guardian host could also be significant here. Channeling or interpreting messages could be something of import as well. I just heard something about the transmutation of lesser known knowledge. Transmutation of lesser known knowledge. What does that even mean? Maybe this is about taking lesser known knowledge and making it applicable or integratable. Going back to the beginning again, like taking some kind of something a little bit more intangible or harder to grasp and making it easier to scale or climb. I'm seeing somebody trying to scale up a sheer rock face. This could be again about alignment or relaying information, making it disseminatal. That's not a word. Natal. Something about the natal chart could be significant. I was trying to say to disseminate it. Oh my God, what is going on with the Gabriel, throat chakra, communication, writing, teaching. Something about a garbled mouth, like there was, okay, I'm hearing the word succinct. So something that was garbled in transmission or was difficult to disseminate is becoming not only integrated within you and the timing cycle that you're currently in group number 2, but it's more easily translated and then relayed to other people. And you see how I'm having to be very specific, slow. I think that's why patience was there, and deliberate with my wording and my pronunciation. So there could be something about that as well. Not necessarily even literally, just in, okay, no, I am here. Okay, that's so funny. Spirit, it just said in my head, the tip of the tongue, the lips, the teeth, which is a warm-up thing that people do to make sure that they're going to be able to enunciate clearly when they're about to give a presentation of some kind. So there's definitely something here about communication and the alignment or attunement and integration of that communication so that you can relay it in a way. So there's something about this path that could be connected to writing, speaking, teaching, or generally just relaying information, transmissions that come through. Okay, they want me to move to a different deck. I'm getting the signs one sticking out. So, or this is actually planets, houses, and signs. So there's definitely something to do with astrology that could be significant here. I'm not an astrologer, although I am interested in it. Regulus just came to mind. I think that's a star, Regulus. The Lionsgate portal has to do with this star Sirius and Orion's belt. I just heard Sandalphon again, so there could be something to do with Archangel Sandalphon that I'm not picking up on, or something intuitive connected to Sandalphon. I'm not too familiar with Archangel Sandalphon. I don't work with them too much. I'm hearing something about placement, and we have the 6th house on the bottom. That also came up in group number 1, but from the Astro Dice. 6th house could be an important collective or group energy that we're working with right now. And it's service to others, what is good for us, your work, the work that you do on a daily basis, full-time job, serving others, doing it a little at a time. And that's maybe why it requires patience. 2nd house. Oh, yes, money-minded for sure. Prosperity, your beliefs about that, what you value, your resources. Patiently, what you want and getting what you need. And Aquarius, I'm filming this the day before the Aquarius full moon, so we are in that Aquarius full moon energy. Although all my readings are technically timeless, it's an energy, not a time period. But there's something very significant here about you being able to do this work and to have that provide resources for you in alignment with, so I'm hearing regal foundation, a regal foundation, whatever that means. Genius to experiment with, the discoveries of resulting from the eccentricity of your vision, what's new and different about, and use an unconventional way. I feel that from Enchantment and the Unicorn. There's something about unconventionality here that's really important in allowing you to integrate information and make it usable. Especially information that maybe it's through like fiction writing, or that could be just a metaphor or an example. Okay, let's look at the sign that you have here. Virgo. Okay, I heard placement very loudly there. So something about a Virgo placement could be significant here for you. Or the placement of Virgo in a traditional natal chart, which wouldn't that be the 6th house? I think it would. Any astrologers, can you help me out here? I think it would. So methods for the healing power of, the analyzing of, I'm hearing information. So the analyzing of information, resulting from the perfectionism of, again, serving of others, details of, and do what you must do. Something about a detail-oriented mind, unlocking future potential for you, grounding it, making it real. I'm hearing grounding it, making it real. They're repeating that again. This could definitely have something to do with your work, your resources financially. the serving of others through the relaying of this information. Something about tactical benefits I just heard. Hearing something that hurts versus something that provides hope. Transmutation, something that once hurt now provides hope. Taking it and turning it around, the arrow that was aimed at you now becomes your weapon of choice, but serves with integrity. That's what Spirit just said. Okay. And they're showing me literally somebody attacking, shooting an arrow your way. And again, you're able to transmute it and turn it and use it towards a higher vantage. So you're not shooting back at them. You're shooting at something higher. And now they're showing me, holy shit. Okay, hold on. So they showed me this attacker shooting something at you. Maybe it grazes you, leaves a little bit of a wound, but you're able to heal that, and you're able to take that arrow and turn it around and then fire at this sheer cliff face that was blocking your way, not only to escape from your quote unquote enemies, but also to ascend. And in having that arrow, you're able to get higher because you can use it to climb up, like an arrow in the wall like that, able to use it. So the more that these arrows get sent at you, the more benefit they are, the more that you are able to climb and to gain from it. So for example, this could be, it is very much this is a direct metaphor with the imagery, the symbolism they're showing me to transmutation, but it could be something that hurt you that you are sharing or writing about or teaching on that not only helps other people to get out of that, something about a gambit. I'm hearing a gambit, and they're showing me like a mouse race, some kind of a maze of fear or attack of one another, battle energy, being able to get up and above and out of that, but also to do that for yourself. So you're leading by example is what this feels like here. I keep hearing the word integrity, integration. Something about removal of attachment as well, I just heard. Okay. And the 10th house. Wow. This has very much to do with your career, your work, how you are known, what you are known for. The 10th house is very public facing. So it says your destiny, where you're going. That's the trajectory, right? That's the path you're on. Your career. Responsibly, success, become a person of power and status. So there's definitely something, and okay, they just said something about regal again, and they're showing me Michael, Archangel Michael. I'm hearing the word significator. So something about Archangel Michael as a significator. And part of or connected to this healing that is happening so that you can relay this information or so that you can pass it on to serve others to do what you're meant to do here in terms of your career. Something about benefiting the collective. Okay. One sec. I'm feeling drawn to the traditional tarot Rider-Waite deck. Okay, let's see. I'll do what I did in group number 1 as well, although I'll try to do a little bit more quickly because we're already at 18 minutes. I'll get clarifiers. We have Justice card in reverse, clarifying Sandalphon. Which one was this? Planetary cycles. No. Okay, there's definitely had to be a lot of patience here because it's like a long growth cycle, a long evolutionary cycle. Very long. I'm hearing your soul was up for the challenge, though. 5 of Cups reversed. Again, turning it on its head, turning grief in on itself and using it instead of it creating despair. You're able to find hope, or to the founder of hope. Part of your destiny. Definitely transmutation. Ace of Swords, direct channel coming here through potentially the Lionsgate portal or something connected to the star Sirius. Or Regulus. Some information coming from your natal chart or from the planets or from the stars. Arrow something about a sparrow, arrow, sparrow, spiros. Okay, the Chariot reversed on empathy. There's this, I'll take them in sequence like that then. King of Cups on intuition. Definitely following and trusting your intuition is significant here, group number 2, in this alignment to the path and this level of career responsibility. Something about divination could be significant for some in this group. And we have the Four of Wands on hope. Hope founder. I keep hearing that. Hope founder, founding hope. And the Three of Pentacles, work, daily routine, significant, 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 I just heard. Something about significators and significant. They keep saying that. And this is coming out on balance. Balance through harmony, through, I'm hearing intuition again. Balance through intuition? Something about elevation through projection of ideas. So you're definitely a transmuter here, group number 2. This is what you do. And whatever way you happen to do that in, you take these fearful thoughts, these digressive, I'm hearing something about a linear mindset. Okay, fear around money could be part of this, or you could be teaching how to get out of certain rabbit holes. I don't know why I'm hearing rabbit holes around money. You could go into rabbit holes around money, integrate and simplify that information, or transmute something that's of a lower vibration to help in creating hope for many. You could be writing about this. You could be sharing about this. This could be something you do on a daily basis. They're showing me somebody typing, specifically on a typewriter though, which is interesting because that's a very old style of writing. It's not a laptop that they're showing me or a computer. They're showing me like a typewriter. Maybe this is about the type of writing or the specific font. There's something hidden in the message here that I don't know if I'll be able to get to for you, group number 2, but Spirit's kind of drawing my attention to like a coded message within the message that they want you to look a little deeper into. Something about divulging information, and it's like your ability to simplify it or get it back to basics is part of the responsibility in the work that you do, and being able to trust your intuition in how to do that or when to do that. Maybe your intuition is talking about timing here, knowing when to do something and not even necessarily having to look at the planets to have them tell you when to do it. It's more like you can just feel when the planets are in the right position, or when the stars in your chart somehow have aligned in such a way. Let's say, for example, you have no knowledge of astrology. It's just a feeling. It's just an instinct or an intuition that prompts you to do something at a particular time. But if you were to look at your chart, or if you are an astrologer by happenstance, or maybe by design, really, I should say, by design, then this would allow you to see the connections between this coding of the stars and how it's connected to the alignment of your path. Okay, I'm hearing the word derivative. No, not that. What else do you want me then? Oh, weird. Okay, they want me to get a song for you. I was reaching for the Astro Dice because we were talking about so much of astrology here, and they said no, they want a song for you. Well then, there it is. Let's see. Oh, writing music? Vitamins by Queen Herbie. Vitamins. Well, Virgo does have to do with health. So maybe there's something of a vitamin, like a supplement, intellectually, spiritually, or physically, literally, that you provide in some way that is supportive. Perhaps it's a vitamin, so to speak, metaphorically, that supports intuition, or that you've learned or developed through your level of awareness and skill, and you're able to transmit or relay or disseminate that information to others, to share it. And it doesn't have to be through traditional writing forms or communication, because the songs, it's reminding me of being able to transmit information beyond the limits of certain types of communication. So you could do it through art, through poetry, through song, through fiction, through literal words, books, through speaking, through teaching, through divination, through astrology, through and the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So let me know if you feel called to do so, what this shows up as for you, or if you're not sure yet and you're still kind of finding that path, what are your leanings, or what are you most inclined to, or where do those skills, gifts, and talents lie? And it's reminding me of what is that called? It's a Japanese kind of like a bubble chart where ikigai, where that's what it's called, where the service that you can provide, what you're skilled at, and what you can make money from all collide, and there's that center point. And maybe that's the target that you're aiming for here with this arrow, group number 2. Yes, it is. It very much is. So I think I'll leave the message there. That was what was meant to come through in this particular transmission. I hope it was helpful, as always, for your greatest and highest good, and the greatest and highest good of the collective ascension, since that was referenced here. Thank you so much to all of you here who support my work on the channel. Thank you especially to the members who got exclusive access to the premiere of this reading and to the additional weekly readings, as well as the monthly live streams with me for Soul Family members. Thank you to everyone who supports my work. And if you want to do so in an easy and efficient way, you can simply watch the readings. The more time you spend on the channel, the more these readings will get to the people that need to see, hear, or feel them. Maybe it's not even about the words that I say, it's about the energy. It's beyond words, the transmission itself. Thank you so much for sending positive energy my way in regard to my financial situation, for my work here on the channel through divination and the art of reading and connecting, translating, and transmitting for spirit. Thank you so much to everyone who donates to the channel, either through PayPal or through my GoFundMe link, or through sending in of cards and decks, whether they're personal or through the Amazon wishlist that I have provided in the description box below. Thank you to everyone who books readings with me and who has the patience to wait for those readings to come in divine timing and in alignment with my energetic resources. I love you all. I appreciate you so much, and I hope you're blessed for this serious portal and beyond. For your greatest and highest good always. Love you. We'll see you next time. Bye. All right. Hi, group number 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys were drawn to the Grapes card, and it says, time to go out and have fun. I'm hearing reaping rewards and harvest. There could be a harvest season that is allowing you to go out and have fun. You can take some time off. You can play. You can enjoy the fruits of your labors. You can stop and smell the roses, or enjoy a luxurious feast of some kind. I'm getting this energy of just stop and enjoy for you, group number 3. Okay, where do you want me to go from here, Spirit? I'm seeing these cards actually. Oh, okay. It's not what I was expecting, but I think these are called the bloom, or something about blooming. I'm not sure if that's actually the name of this deck, but there's something about blooming for you, group number 3. Oh, I heard the flowers precede the harvest. And that's true in nature. The flowers blossom, and then if it's a fruit-bearing plant or tree or bush, then the fruit comes after. The flowers precede the harvest, okay? Violet, the answers and truths are always within. Color purple could be really significant here. Crown chakra has come up directly or indirectly in all of the readings today. So something about the crown chakra is definitely significant. The 7th energy center, the color purple, and confirmation, we have another purple. Orchid, your uniqueness is always perfectly lovely. I'm hearing about something about taking some time to appreciate your uniqueness, or what makes you uniquely happy. Those your own personal truths. Lavender, look at that, all purple flowers. Take time to cleanse and remove negativity. You could be cleansing or clearing your third eye chakra, and I'm trying to say crown chakra, but throat chakra also wants to come out. So the top 3, throat, third eye, and crown. Blue, indigo, violet. It's like all 3. I'm not even seeing them as separate energy centers, group number 3. I'm actually being shown, it's almost like they've all made one energy center, and they've got sort of like, it's got this bluish, purplish, violet energy, I'm hearing the word coding, violet coding, maybe something to do with the violet flame. That's for cleansing and energy transmutation. It does remove negativity. There's definitely something about purple flowers and purple fruit. It's significant. Chrysanthemum, be here always with willing hands and heart. The first non-purple flower to come out, chrysanthemum. With willing hands and heart. Okay. Keep going. They said, okay. I was going to switch to a different deck, but I heard keep going. So we'll just grab a couple more of these or however many is needed here. Something about your needs being met. Peony, prosperity can be assured if you care well for tomorrow. Thinking into the future. Oh, yes. Thinking into the future. Blushing bride, your intentions and heart deserve to be known. The heart mentioned twice here as well. Something about careful planning allows for you to reap the rewards of your harvest and to enjoy your free time. It's like working all year to have like a month off or something. That's the metaphor. That's the example that's coming to mind. It could be symbolic or literal. Sweet pea, the comfort of good company heals old hurts. And since it's coming out connected to or underneath of take time to cleanse and remove negativity, I feel like good company, including your own, by the way, you are good company, group number 3, is helping to remove some of this negativity and to heal some old wounds. And then Daphne, what pleases us most shapes us. And I think this is why Spirit is acknowledging or encouraging you, group number 3, to really focus on your own peace and what brings you peace or pleasure, enjoyment, because that is a unique form of truth that is hidden within you and is developing, I'm hearing, and is waiting or wanting to come out. It's willing to come out. And this is what's shaping you, or it's like this experience helps to relieve some of that negativity or the pressure that's been placed on you around it, around carrying it. And then you're able to open up and to share that or to make it known or to create more of it is kind of what it feels like. And then on the bottom, we have cornflower. Okay, learn from friendships old and new. Something about friendships or relationships. And I really feel strongly like this is a friendship with yourself. But the friendships we have with other people are often validation and support and unconditionality for the self. So it's being appreciated for who you are and your uniqueness. That's, I think, what friendship really brings out the best in. Okay. I've always got my hairs all over the table. We got the green man. Nature's very significant for you right now, group number 3. Something about flowers and plants and fruit. Yeah, nature, just nature, or your nature. 6 of Swords. Location may be specific here as well. Going to a location that brings you trees. Okay, yeah, trees. I meant to say truth. Something about trees and leaves is very significant here. 9 of Cups, and it's connected directly to your personal healing. Yeah, the healing of old hurts. And actually, in group number 1, we had the door to healing and happiness. And I'm seeing that here for you because the 9 of Cups does have to do with happiness, your own personal happiness. And again, it's unique to you. What makes you truly happy is going to be different than what makes someone else truly happy. But there's something about friendship or collaboration here, or the merging of something, because the energy centers all kind of merged together is making me think of combining forces, or I'm hearing collection, but I was going to say connection. But that's what you would do if there was a harvest. You would collect it. And I'm hearing together. So collecting it together helps to answer perhaps some questions that you had. And so those truths of the self are revealed. 5 of Swords. Kitty's here in the reading. Hi, Kitty. She's my friend. Hi, kitty. Come here. Come lie down. Yeah, something about the peacock here really stood out to me. Again, it's like blue, purple, green is heart chakra. Wow, okay. Another 9 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Pentacles does always give me stop and smell the roses energy, because in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, Rider-Waite-Smith, it's a lady in a garden. So I feel like there is definitely an emphasis here on nature, enjoyment, connections, collaboration, friendship, but also these 2 9s do speak of solitary energy. So I think it's in your self-identification of what makes you happy that allows you to go out and share that with others, or to harvest that in some way, and then to create more of it. We have the 7 of Pentacles here as well. What pleases us most shapes us, and he's kind of, yeah, I didn't even mean to do that, but those 2 are connected because I was seeing that card connected to this one, and then I accidentally bumped them into each other. And he's shaping, well, he's polishing, but it was shown to me as like he's shaping this coin. So what you value is shaped by what you enjoy, by your truth, by what frees you or gives you a sense of clarity or gives you a sense of connection. And in paying attention to that, you are emphasizing it and you are expanding it and you're growing more of it. Oh, Spirit just said, follow nature's pathway. And it didn't feel literal. It felt more like, what is the pathway that nature takes to get to its goals or to achieve its blossoming, its blooming, its harvest? How does it get there? Kitty seems to be really persistent in your reading. Come here, sweetie. Okay. Knight of Swords. And the Earth Mother. I was going to mention that I should have said it. When I was mentioning in group number 1, the Door to Personal Healing and Happiness card, I actually saw in my mind the Cornucopia card, which is from the same deck that I used in that reading. You don't have to watch that reading if you don't feel called to it, but there's something about that energy of the cornucopia, because now we have that here held in the Earth Mother's arm. And this is the Empress card. So very much connection to nature, blossoming, blooming, harvesting, reaping what you've harvested, thoughts and intention being really significant in that, or growing more of that. I'm seeing something about luck as well. Luck reflected to you through nature in some way. Lucky plants, animals, insects, and the Star. So much healing, hope, and happiness. This card did come up, not from this deck, but the Star card did come up in that reading as well, group number 1. So there's kind of a connection there. What was that reading even talking about? A lot. Maybe if you do feel called to it, you could check it out. But yeah, there's a certain level of healing here and prosperity that's coming, or that you've created. I don't even want to say that's coming, like future tense. I feel like this is what you have created, group number 3. Something about attention to detail I just heard as well. We have the Strength card. In this deck, it's the Crone. Feline energy could be significant because we've got the lion here, and kitty will not stop meowing in your reading. I just saw 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timing. Sweetheart. Okay. 9 of Wands. Something about fairies in the garden. And 5 of Wands. It's interesting because there's some conflict energy here. There's a little bit of tension. But I think that it's quite easily overcome. through attention to detail. There's something about attention to detail connected to the harvest here, to the shaping of what it is that you want. Maybe it's through process of elimination that you discover what you don't want, so you're able to get really clear on what you do want, and then you're able to create that through focus. Oh, and inspiration, potentially action as well. What is the path of nature? I keep being brought back to that. What is the path of nature to accomplish its goals? Well, I think there's multiple paths of nature, and it depends on the species we're looking at, or the plant, or the animal. I think generally speaking, it can be about the sharing of resources, or symbiosis, or collaboration or connection. I'm also noticing that there's these lilacs that are sort of purple colored peeking through the doorway here in the Eight of Pentacles, creating wealth, prosperity, happiness, peace. Definitely part of this message. Death card, Lord of the Shadows, the Death card. Oh, no, but I heard the Infinite Well. The Infinite Well. Okay, and there's the 9 again, the Holly King, the Hermit, number 9. Self-directed, something about self-direction. And the Sun on the bottom, 1 and 9. The High Priest as well. So the Hierophant, the Sun, the Star. So many major arcana are here. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. 7 of Wands. Lots of major arcana. Shining light onto the garden helps it to grow. So shining light onto certain aspects of conflict may be areas where you can promote growth, or where you can till the soil, renew, plant new seeds. This could be in the arena of the mind, what you're growing mentally, or what you're focusing on, or this could be in what you're doing in terms of work, or what you're doing when you're alone. But I also get a sense of, it's like taking time to focus on what you want to create on your own, so that when you go out into the world, it can't be taken from you, or it can't be disrupted by other people, even if there is conflict in the energy or distraction. So Kitty's becoming increasingly insistent that I stop the reading and go and pay attention to her. So we're going to close this out with some final cards from this deck, which is, I think it's either Soul Tribe or Cosmic Tribe. Let's see. Rainbow. There's definitely something about, I just heard something about assertion or assertiveness. But I was trying to say that rainbow, there's definitely something connected to the chakra system here, because the rainbow always reminds me of rainbow body, which is the chakras themselves. Okay, and reverie. I heard silent night. And ardor. Well, there's those grapes again. There's those grapes again, the harvest, okay? So there's something that you love here that is leading you to sweetheart. Mommy's trying to work. Root. Crossroads, okay. Oh, I keep feeling more. Air. Hold on, we'll just get them out here. Beehive. Inner garden. Yeah, it's something about the nature of nature keeps standing out to me. And mirage. The crossroad is a mirage. Okay, thank you. The crossroad is a mirage. All paths are connected. It's one tree. So even though it looks like multiple trees above the surface, it's all the same root network. Even though it looks like a finite thing, it's actually way bigger than you think it is. This is connected to the mind. So this could be talking about neural pathways, or your own nature, or the nature of your energy body, or how you create, how you manifest, how you do work, and what that results in. Bloom. bloom, definitely. There's a lot to do with nature, flowers, plants. All of that is connected here. Insects, animals, and ephemeral. Okay, I just heard finalizing something. Finalizing what? Finalizing something from the past or something that was echoing in that shadow dimension. I'm hearing shadow dimension that was significant enough that it was a distraction, maybe in the nighttime, because I'm noticing reverie and echo both displaying the moon. And you're able to shed light on this in the light of day. Something about an eclipse may be significant as well, sun and moon, or sun and moon sign. Desolate, again, I feel like the root is not, it's not dead. Like if it looks desolate on top or it's not harvestable, it's actually because the root underneath the surface is doing a lot of work. Could be talking about root chakra here as well, since we're talking about energy body. Yeah, and the shadow. That's what I thought. Something about these shadow dimensions or shadow realm that it's an illusion of separation, an illusion of lack, if that's the experience, an illusion of something desolate, but really it's very, very rich, very abundant, the fruits of your labors manifesting with time, I'm hearing. And it's like, it's not something that can be taken away from you or that can be distracted or that can be shaped by others. There's something about this self-sufficiency that's coming to mind here with the number 9 and with the Earth Mother. There's a healing maybe around some shadow wounds around self-sufficiency, or trusting yourself to be able to create something that feels truly, truly harmonious with you. And then in the very bottom, we have shelter. Shelter from the storm. Shelter from fear. Or shelter from distraction. Take your pick. Anything else, Spirit, that you want to say for group number 3 before we go here? They're just pointing me to the hands, like these 2 hands and the way that they're held like that. Almost a similar, it kind of reminds me of a mudra, like a hand position that directs energy to flow in a specific way through the chakras or through the energy body. There could be something significant about that because it's using, oh, you know what nature does? Thank you. I just realized it's path of least resistance. Nature, like water, will always take the path of least resistance. So finding what that is and whether it works for you, whether it's in alignment with your truth, whether it's creating that happiness, or whether it's how that's shaping you or your surroundings or what you're creating, could be really significant here. And the shadow may be creating resistance where there doesn't need to be any. So finding where that is and sheltering yourself in this, in the face of fear. Oh, okay. They said sheltering yourself in the face of fear with a home of love. Sheltering in love itself, because love is your home. Anything else is an illusion or a mirage. Your inner garden is abundant and rich. You have the cornucopia within. Use it well. Okay, guys, that's the message that was meant to be relayed today to you. I hope it was helpful for your greatest and highest good always, and the greatest and highest good of the whole, because we're all one and connected. Thank you so much to the multi-tier memberships and how you guys support my work here on the channel. If you're not interested in joining as a member and getting access to free, ad-free, if you're not interested in... Okay, I'm trying to do my outro and I'm stumbling all over everything. So I think we're just going to leave it there. We're just going to leave it there. I love you guys. Thanks for being here and supporting my work in a multitude of different ways that you feel called to do, if you feel called to. I love you, and we'll see you in the next reading. Bye.